Imagine waking up one day and realizing that no matter how hard you work, the system is rigged against you. Your dreams? Blocked. Your future? Limited. Not because you lack ambition, but because of a world that refuses to let you rise. Sounds terrifying, right? Well, for millions of Black Americans in the mid-20th century, this wasn't a nightmare. It was reality. But here's the thing about adversity. It creates leaders, it forges movements, and it builds legacies that shape the world for generations. Today, we unravel the civil rights movement, not as a history lesson, but as a masterclass in strategy, resilience, and power. Because the same principles that fueled this fight for justice can help you create your own path to financial freedom and success. Stay with me, because this is about to change how you see the world. The year is 1955. The economy is booming, but not for everyone. Segregation, voter suppression, and economic oppression are everyday realities for Black Americans. Jobs, limited, wages, lower, home ownership, a distant dream. If you think wealth inequality is bad today, imagine a time when banks legally denied people loans based on their skin color. Then, a spark, Rosa Parks. One act of defiance, refusing to give up her seat, ignites a revolution. But let's be clear, this wasn't just about a bus seat. This was about power, money, access, the ability to control your own future. I mean, imagine if every Uber ride today had a VIP section, and you weren't allowed to sit there. Absurd, right? Back to reality. This moment led to the Montgomery Bus Boycott. Black communities redirected their dollars, proving that economic power equals influence. And here's your first financial takeaway. Where you spend your money dictates your level of power. Keep that in mind. Consider the Birmingham campaign. Protesters filled. By the 1960s, the civil rights movement was in full force. But it wasn't just protests. It was strategy. Every major victory, from the sit-ins to the freedom rides, was calculated. Leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X understood one key thing. True change requires economic leverage the streets, and businesses felt the pressure. Store owners saw profits plummet, and suddenly they were willing to negotiate. This is the power of collective action. And if you want financial freedom, remember, one person alone struggles, but a united force can shift entire economies. But what happens when power fights back? When the very system you're challenging refuses to budge? The answer was both terrifying and revolutionary. 1963, the March on Washington. Over 250,000 people gather at the Lincoln Memorial. Dr. King delivers his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. But behind the scenes, there's another battle, one for economic justice. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 is signed, but the fight isn't over. The next battleground? Financial independence. Think about it. What's the fastest way to keep a group powerless? Keep them broke. Keep them dependent. Sound familiar? Fast forward to today. The same principles of economic empowerment apply. The Montgomery Bus Boycott showed the power of financial discipline. The Birmingham campaign proved the power of unity. The March on Washington emphasized long-term vision. So here's the real question. If they could do it against all odds, what's stopping you from building your own financial legacy? The civil rights movement wasn't just about laws. It was about control over the future. It was about taking power back. And that same power lies in your hands today. Your financial choices matter. Your investments matter. Your mindset matters. Because the wealth you build isn't just for you, it's for the generations that follow. So if you're serious about breaking free from financial struggle and creating real wealth, subscribe now. Because knowledge is power, but applied knowledge, that's freedom. Until next time, stay focused, stay strategic, and stay powerful.